Hey Tony, how are you doing today?
I'm excellent. I'm excellent. It's been a crazy day.
Really?
Yeah, just in weird. I almost got in like this accident on the way over here that was really funny. It was like a slow motion thing that didn't actually become an accident, but it was so close that it had my blood pressure go up a little bit. This lady just was just turning into me for like so long. It was like a residential area, and she was like taking a left, and I was like, she was taking like a left, and I was coming this way, right? She kind of came at me like this, that whole thing, and I was coming this way, and she came at me like this, and I was just honking my horn. At one point, I'm like looking at her,
yeah,
and she's like looking, and she doesn't stop. She doesn't stop. But the crazy thing is, she like follows me. I got to clarify real quick. I went to Starbucks, but not because I went to Starbucks to support Starbucks. I fucking hate Starbucks. But my brother works there, so it's free. I get to steal from them. So I'm doing direct action. I'm not breaking the boycott. I'm doing direct action. She goes to the same Starbucks I'm going to. I'm like, why would you still go to the same place I'm going to? Like, it was a block away. I'm like, why would you still follow the person you almost hit? Like, a second ago. And it sucked because I didn't get to see who was driving. I just saw the car when I came out, and I was like, fuck.
You didn't get to yell at him inside.
I didn't even want to like yell at him. I just wanted to be like, are you okay? Like, my horn was on the whole time, and you were looking every direction but at the direction of the SUV that I drive. It was so weird. And then we got home, and it started like out of nowhere. I think it's ending right now. Crazy hailstorm.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, well,
nowhere.
As people might not know, I did go to the desert, Joshua Tree, and it rained 3 days in a row while I was there. So...
And then I went last week after you were gone, and we spent the whole time in the pool.
Yeah.
So
Brooklyn Skulls
on the street.
Let me get these in here. Brooklyn Skull subscribed at tier 1, 10,000 Beta Judakis, gifted a tier 1 sub to Unmoppable. Thank you, Flat Broke Beta Judaki. You're the best. Yeah, I had a good time out there. I wanted to say, like, the day I got back, Tony, I had to go to a grocery store I had to take the freeway to get there. Like, it's like a 10-minute drive or something like that. I was on the freeway at 3 p.m. This is not rush hour, I don't think, unless 3 p.m. is rush hour somewhere else that you people like live. 3 p.m. I saw 3 road rage incidents in 10 minutes, and I didn't see any in LA or California at all. Nobody was freaking out. Everybody's letting each other over. Oh my God. People were fucking violent here. I was like, Jesus Christ, what is happening here?
I'm happy you had a pleasant driving experience, because I find like in California, Southern California, not so much, but LA specifically, it's kind of like the Hulk thing. It's like you don't see a road rage incident because it's always road rage.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad there. I felt like people let each other over, and I think that's because they're so used to traffic that they're like, well, if I don't let this guy over, none of us are getting over, and everything's fucked. You know what I mean? They're like,
if you do the bare minimum, if you blinker it up, you're fine. But because no one does the bare minimum, it's pretty. The levels are pretty high. So I'm happy you had a good, pleasant driving experience out here.
This lady pulled into a lane that was ending, right? So it's an on-ramp, and then it says lane ends in a quarter mile. She doesn't get over immediately or stop. She just keeps going. So it's time for her to get over as that quarter or half mile is about to run out. She puts on her turn signal to get over. A lady will not let her over. Not only will not let her over, then she tries to go forward. The other lady goes forward, so she can't get over. And then she goes to do it again, and the lady that's in the lane does it again, and then just lays on her fucking horn and lets her over. And I was like, well, the polite Midwest, that's really something.
That's like when someone's trying to do the right thing and they're just not letting you.
That lady was pissed. So we can look at some Tom and Bunny here in a little bit. I was checking in to see how Michael Nolan's been doing lately. And I think having Tony here, we could definitely do a little bit of a Stevie Wonder, well,
I mean, if you want to do some Stevie Wonder, yeah, we can totally do some Stevie Wonder if that's what you were saying.
Well, no, we can do some Stevie Wonder. We're going to find out. Why, if Stevie Wonder's album is classic rock? Inner Visions. You ever heard Inner Visions, Tony?
Oh yeah, classic album.
Yeah. Well, Michael, I want to hear if Michael thinks it's classic rock. Now, here's the hope. I'm wrong, and he thinks it's classic rock, but we all know that there's a possibility that he's going to say that ain't classic rock.
I don't want to say it's classic rock. I'm going to push against it being classic rock. You know why? Because I fucking hate classic rock.
Oh, me too, brother.
Classic rock could suck my ass. Like, don't you ever come in here with some Led Zeppelin. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff, like, at all. Like,
well, he also
suck my dick. I hate it. I hate it all. But I love Stevie Wonder. And
he also
wants this album.
I mean, we could also see 4 reasons why Led Zeppelin dominated the 1970s. But here, let's see this.
Some of you may be asking. Hey, everybody, welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Nolan. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Stevie Wonder. We're going to be talking about his magnificent album, Inner Visions. Now, I know some of you may be asking yourselves, hey, wait a minute.
Okay, I said reasons. 4 reasons. You know what? I haven't streamed in 3 fucking weeks, okay? I've only done 1 podcast since in 3 weeks. Well, no, I did Jordan Jesse Go. That's a lie. I did Jordan Jesse Go while I was in LA. That's not my podcast.
I did secretly record all of our conversations when we were hanging out. I'm going to release them in a series.
Good. But
we were podcasting the whole time we were hanging out.
Yeah, I haven't been able to do anything. I've been oh God, yes, I do not speak. I said I don't speak any English on the bonus show. Give me a little bit of time so that I can see if I can get back into the flow of things. You know,
I want to clarify something, because I did let out an inflammatory tweet that people thought was directed at you, and it was actually not. It was in defense of you. I said that I sarcastically said, I love the bit when someone says the wrong word on a podcast and then the other person harps on it for 5 minutes.
I love that bit. I mean, obviously the listeners love that bit and everybody loves that bit.
I just want everyone to know that bit is not you being funny. It's like that bit, the person doing that bit's not funny, and it depends on the other person messing up. And it's a very low form of comedy. So just go ahead and do it. Just know you got to have something else in the arsenal, because you're merely observant.
Yeah,
which is that's not impressive. That means you care too much.
Yeah, well, I flub, and that is just part of my thing. Somebody actually posted something about like how it's manipulating people by getting them to make fun of your flubs. It was just like a joke.
Like the flub is malicious, like the flub is calculated.
And well, yeah, something like that. And they're like, oh, this is how Bryan does things. And then I replied and said, buddy, if I could get control of these people, I'd be the most powerful man in the world. I'm not a good manipulator.
And this is definitely just me being ultra defensive of my dumbass who is finds speaking difficult often. So that's really what's happening here.
Yeah, to be clear. No, I can't control these people. They do what they're gonna do.
And I'm just jealous because my co-host is fucking smart. So it's like I never get to do it.
Yeah.